Show me your hands. What's your name, mate? What's your name? What's your name?
John.
You got any ID on you, mate? I'm looking for someone who's just stabbed someone. I need to see your name. Say something on your card. Put your hands behind your back.
This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel, and this video is sponsored by Maurice Andrews Solicitors, the leading and best criminal defence solicitors. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this first story is an update to a story that I covered last year on the 27th of September 2023. Most viewers will remember the incident where a schoolgirl was stabbed to death on a bus by what was believed at the time to have been her boyfriend. It's now turned out to have been her friend's ex-partner, and this was in relation to a breakup that had occurred shortly before. Elianne Andam was stabbed to death by Hassan Sentamu, and today he has been convicted of murder and will be sentenced at a later date. In the hours before Elianne's murder on the 27th of September 2023, her friend had arranged to meet up with Hassan. The pair had recently come out of a relationship and agreed to meet up to swap items that they had exchanged over time. One of these items was a teddy bear, and Elianne was with her friend and when she was returning the things to Sentamu. But when they met up near the murder scene and he turned up to the meeting empty-handed, Elianne followed her friend as she engaged with Hassan in an effort to try to get back her belongings, and the group made their way along Wellesley Road, and Elianne ran up behind Hassan and grabbed a bag of items that his ex-partner had given him moments before. This made Hassan launch into a furious rage, and he chased Elianne down and he pulled a knife from his waistband, and within seconds he caught up to Elianne and stabbed her multiple times. One of these times was in the neck, and the wound proved to be fatal. She collapsed on the ground, and passers-by gave her medical attention while they waited for emergency services. Meanwhile, Hassan immediately ran off, and he made his way along George Street towards East Croydon Station and onto Cedar Road, where he was seen to dump the knife in the front garden of a random property, and then he took his usual route home. He caught the 1:30 bus before changing to the 64. As he got off the bus at Goldcrest Way, he was spotted by a local police officer who immediately arrested him. After witnesses were able to identify Hassan, the officers attended the murder scene, and an immediate manhunt was launched, and the officer was quickly told that Hassan matched the suspect's description. Body-worn footage of the arrest showed Hassan attempting to give a false name of John and denying any involvement in the incident. This was noticeable in the footage, how calm he was considering what he'd just done. During the course of the interaction with the police officer, he was informed that Elianne had sadly passed away, and this was told to him, and his demeanour did not change at all.
Listen, you're on camera, right now. I didn't even do nothing, bro. Put your hands right there. Put me on.
940 is clear.
I didn't even do nothing. Urgent assistant, King Henry's Drive near the park. I'm marked. I've got this male detained. You're under arrest on suspicion or GBH with intent. That's for stabbing your girlfriend in Croydon this morning, okay? In regards to that, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. Not many something to rely on court. Anything you do say, make them in as evidence. King Henry's, mate, just past the speed camera. You just drove past you. I've got him. No, you can't do anything at the moment, mate. You're going to be searched down section 32. Where's the knife?
I don't have
Where's the knife?
I don't have any knife on me, bro.
I've nicked him. Just help me with the search, I just hold him there. Is him? I've got his oyster. I've got him. I've already told him he's searched under 32, please. He just got off the 64 bus.
Confirm he's secure? Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've got him handcuffed. He's got the oyster card. This is our guy.
Okay, Hassan. What's the time?
9:45.
9:45. Hassan, you're under
I've already
arrest.
arrested him.
Okay,
Yeah,
lovely. What do you need?
Just a search, yeah, just a 32.
Right.
What have you got on you?
GBH with intent at the moment. That's the thing they told us she passed away.
Have you got anything, sir?
Just update you, mate. Hello, just listen to me. Hassan, it's murder, right? You're under arrest for murder. No longer GBH with intent.
Can I get a report number? Any medical?
Mate, now's not a good time.
Just take mine.
I've just nicked someone for murder. Yeah, I'm by myself. Right, bye.
Hassan was taken into custody, and he gave a largely no-comment interview, except when providing a false location of the knife and replying no when they said, "Did you wish to say anything?" to Elianne's family. During a search of his address, a matching set of knives was found in the cupboard under the kitchen sink, and one of them was missing. Detectives were later able to confirm that his DNA and a visual match of blood that was missing on one of the knives was used to kill Elianne. Hassan has never provided an explanation as to why he went out that day in possession of a knife and wearing black gloves and a mask. However, the court heard that he'd been anxious to know whether an incident the previous day in which water was thrown at him by a group of girls that included Elianne had made him look like a fool, and he told a friend in a text message, "I can't let this slide." At a hearing on the 14th of March 2024, Hassan pled guilty to manslaughter on grounds of diminished responsibility, but he was found guilty of murder and possession of a knife after a trial at the Old Bailey. He'll be sentenced on Thursday, the 13th of March. Detective Chief Inspector Becky Woodsford, who led the investigation, said, "Elianne's family and friends have waited a long time for this day. Nothing will ease the immeasurable pain that we continue to live with every single day, knowing that she's no longer here. Since Elianne was taken from us, we live in an incomprehensible way. Their motivation was to see a killer brought to justice, and the journey to get to this point was understandably difficult to navigate, and they'd like to pay respects to the family and friends and everybody that helped to make this trial a success." In the moments before Elianne's death, she was laughing and smiling, completely oblivious to Hassan's rage and the events that were about to unfold. She was standing up for her friend, doing what she thought was right. It was difficult to understand what would motivate somebody to carry out an unspeakable act of violence against somebody so young for no reason whatsoever. He was cold and calculated, and he attacked a defenceless girl for no other reason than being humiliated as he was breaking up with her friend. Chief Superintendent Andy Britton from the Croydon Policing Unit said, "Elianne's murder was met with a sense of shock and outrage, and I know this verdict will impact many people. In the days and weeks that followed the dreadful incident, I was humbled to have been working alongside the Croydon community to support Elianne's loved ones and also the police investigation." Elianne was popular and she had a very bright future ahead of her. It's clear from the messages left at the scene and hundreds of people that attended the candlelight vigil that was held in her honour that she was loved by so many people. This was an incident that affected even experienced officers, and they are proud of how they dealt with the case and how they supported her family and also supported solving the case and getting justice for Elianne. So, as always, we always want to follow up on a story. These stories can sometimes take weeks, months, and even years to come to a conclusion. But we'll definitely update you on the sentence that he receives in the future. And please pay respects to Elianne in the comments. And I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.